Harding University is a private liberal arts university with international campuses scattered around the globe and its main campus located in Searcy, Arkansas, United States, about 50 miles northeast of Little Rock. It is one of several institutions of higher learning associated with the Churches of Christ. History. Founded in Morrilton, Arkansas, in 1924, Harding College moved to the campus of the defunct Galloway Female College in Searcy, Arkansas. 10 years later, today, the university contains 49 buildings on its Searcy campus. It has satellite campuses in North Little Rock, Paragould, and Bentonville as well. In addition, Harding boasts a number of international campuses around the globe, in Brisbane, Australia, Viña del Mar, Chile, London, England, Porto-Rafti, Greece, Florence, Italy, France, and Namwianga Mission, Zambia. The university also maintains a School of Theology in Memphis, Tennessee. Furthermore, Harding operates Camp Tacoda in Floral, Arkansas, and Harding Academy, also in Searcy. The fall 2015 student body of 6,033 students includes 4,450 undergraduate and 1,586 graduate students from 49 states and 52 foreign countries. The fall 2015 enrollment was bolstered by a record-setting freshman to sophomore retention rate of 84.4%. Campus. The campus comprises 49 buildings located on 350 acres near the center of Searcy. The campus lies roughly between Race Avenue and BB Capps Expressway and includes several other minor thoroughfares, the campus of Harding Academy, Harding Place, and portions of surrounding neighborhoods. The heart of the campus includes the George S. Benson Auditorium, which hosts a required daily devotional and informational session known as Chapel and sits facing the McIntyre Bible and World Mission Center, Library, the American Studies Building, the David B. Burks American Heritage Building, Patty Cobb Hall, and the Administration Building frame a grassy central commons area upon which can be found several paths, a fountain, and a bell tower made out of bricks from the institution that once stood there, Galloway Female College. Notable additions in recent years have included several dormitories, expansions of the cafeteria, student center, art department, and the David B. Burks American Heritage Building, as well as the addition of the McIntyre Bible and World Mission Center, came with the closing of the road that once ran through that part of campus. It is now a pedestrian mall. After years of competing in the Gannis Athletic Center, Harding's volleyball and basketball teams moved back to the Rhodes Reeves Field House, a round-topped airplane hangar from World War II. The old gym, as it was once called, was retrofitted to accentuate the already deafening acoustics of the facility, working to the advantage of the home teams. The campus also has extensive intramural sports facilities. In 2013, Harding renovated part of Unity Health South into an area for Harding's Doctor of Physical Therapy program. Academics. Organization. Structurally, the university comprises 9 separate colleges: the College of Allied Health, the College of Arts and AMP Humanities, the College of Bible and AMP Ministry, the Paul R. Carter College of Business Administration, the Canon Clary College of Education, the Carr College of Nursing, the College of Pharmacy, the College of Sciences, and the Honors Colleges. Each college then has its own subdivisions of departments or other sections. The university also has a School of Theology in Memphis. In addition, Harding is currently the national headquarters of the Alpha Chi National College Honor Society. Accreditation. Harding University has been accredited by the North Central Association of Colleges and Schools Higher Learning Commission Specific colleges and programs have received further accreditation by other, specialized agencies as well. Rankings: Harding's undergraduate program enjoys good regional standing. According to the most recent U.S. News & World Report, it ranks 22nd among regional universities in the South. The Princeton Review likewise rates the institution among the best southeastern colleges. The rankings website Niche has given the institution a grade of B+ academically. Library: Harding University's primary campus houses the Brackett Library, which includes the Ann Cowan-Dixon Archive and AMP Special Collections. Its School of Theology, in Memphis, maintains a well-respected theological library, the L.M. Graves Memorial Library. Student life. Most students participate in local churches, social clubs, spiritual devotionals, or intramural sports. Each weekday morning, students are required to attend chapel, a 35-minute devotional session. Chapel presentations are usually led by students of faculty, but special events and guest speakers take place on a regular basis. Social clubs. Harding forbids formation of local chapters of national social fraternities and sororities, in lieu of the traditional Greek letter organizations. Harding sponsors student-led social clubs that serve a similar social networking function to the Greek system. Most of these organizations have adopted Greek letter names that are similar to national fraternity and sorority names. Currently there are 17 women's social clubs and 14 men's social clubs at Harding. Social clubs are open to all academically eligible students and serve as some of the university's most visible student-led organizations. The clubs are a prominent part of student life, with slightly more than half of all undergraduate students participating as social club members. The social club induction process begins when clubs host receptions in the fall to recruit new members. Prospective members then complete a visitation, which requires that they meet and interview every current member of the club. The membership process culminates in Club Week, when each prospective member bonds with the other members of the club through a series of scheduled activities throughout the week. Once a student is accepted into the club, they attend bi-weekly meetings and can participate in club-sponsored sports, service projects, and spring sing. List of clubs. Hazing controversy. Harding's social clubs have been involved in hazing controversies over the years. As a result, some have been forced to disband, including the Seminoles, Kappa Sigma Kappa, Mohicans, and most recently Pi Kappa Epsilon. Spring Sing. Spring Sing is an annual musical production held during Easter weekend, featuring performances by the social clubs. It is widely attended by current and prospective students, alumni, and Searcy residents. An estimated 12,000 people attend the show each year. Each year, an overall theme is selected, and each club develops music and choreographed routines for the show. Rehearsals begin as early as January. Spring Sing also typically features 2 hosts, 2 hostesses, and a general song and choreography ensemble, with these roles chosen by audition. The ensemble performs to music played by the university jazz band. Each club act is judged and, according to the performance, awarded a certain sum of money. The clubs then donate this money to charities of their choice. Athletics. Harding has competed in the NCAA at the Division II level since 1997, beginning in the Gulf South Conference in 2000 before moving to the newly formed Great American Conference in 2011. Men's sports include baseball, basketball, cross-country, football, golf, men's and women's soccer, tennis, and track and field. Women's sports include basketball, cheerleading, cross-country, golf, soccer, softball, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. The facilities for the sporting events are: First Security Stadium, Gannis Athletic Center, Jerry Moore Field, Berry Family Grandstand, and the Rhodes Reeves Field House. Policies. In keeping with the university's expectation of the highest standards of morality, integrity, or orderliness, and personal honor, Harding has a number of rules that were designed to foster these standards on campus. Chapel and Bible class attendance are mandatory for students who are taking at least 8 hours for credit in a given semester. Additionally, students must complete at least 8 hours of Bible courses in order to complete the liberal arts curriculum. First time in college, students must take a survey course in New Testament during the first year, the Gospels in the first semester, then the rest of the New Testament the second, followed by a survey of the Old Testament during the second year. Most students are required to live on campus, and those who do are required to be in the residence halls by midnight during the week and 1 a.m. on weekends. Except in certain open house events, men and women are not allowed to visit one another's dorm rooms. Harding has had a no-smoking policy on campus since August 1978. Disciplinary action may be taken against students who use illegal drugs whether on or off campus. The consumption of alcohol is also prohibited for students and faculty both on and off campus. A violation of this policy usually results in expulsion for 1 semester. Searcy, Arkansas is in White County, which is a dry county. Harding requires faculty to dress professionally when attending class, chapel, lyceum, and American Studies programs. Prior to August 1979, female students were required to wear dresses to class and are still required to dress modestly. American Studies Institute. Harding also houses the American Studies Institute, a center designed to supplement students' academic training and promote a complete understanding of the institution's values and ideas of liberty and democracy. In doing so, the ASI exhibits a generally conservative political stance, focused on going back to the fundamental values that made this country great. The formal roots of this program date back to 1953, when Harding formed the School of American Studies. Prior to the formal foundation of the ASI, Harding was also involved in the production of a series of animated cartoons extolling the virtues of free market capitalism. This, too, forms a precursor to the political conservatism that has characterized the ASI. This series, including Make Mine Freedom as well as Meet King Joe, were all produced by John Sutherland Productions as part of a concerted campaign to fight against the threats of communism at the beginning of the Cold War using popular media. The animations contrast mainstream American values with the values of Soviet communism. The initiative represented a central concern of Harding President George S. Benson, who believed that fighting socialism was a moral imperative, causing him to abandon the pacifism and political disengagement championed by founding influences James A. Harding and David Lipscomb, reversing the university's course and setting it on its current conservative political trajectory. Currently, the ASI sponsors a number of programs aimed at promoting these values. These include entrepreneurial and leadership programs, a distinguished student honors program, the Belden Center for Private Enterprise Education, and participation in the Walton Scholars Program, which brings in qualified students from Hispanic countries to Arkansas colleges and universities. People. Presidents J. N. Armstrong, George S. Benson, Clifton L. Gannis Jr., David B. Burks, Bruce D. McClarty. Notable alumni: Mary Elizabeth Bentley, Republican member of the Arkansas House of Representatives; Stephen Mark Brown, American opera tenor; Jim R. Caldwell, first Republican member of the Arkansas State Senate in the 20th century; Janet Cherubon-Borcom, American distance runner. Tank Daniels, a former American football linebacker. Zach Dasher, Republican candidate for Louisiana's 5th congressional district seat in the November 4, 2014 primary election. Nephew of Phil Robertson and C. Robertson. George Andrew Davis, Jr., a highly decorated fighter pilot and flying ace of the United States Army Air Forces in World War II and later of the U.S. Air Force during the Korean War. V. E. Howard, founder of the Radio International Gospel Hour, originally based in Texarkana, Texas. Timothy Chad Hutchinson, attorney and former member of the Arkansas House of Representatives. Khalil Jashan, Palestinian-American activist, media commentator, and executive director of the Arab Center, Washington, D.C. Ed Madden, poet, activist, professor of English, and director of Women's and Gender Studies at the University of South Carolina. Chad Marshall, an American Major League Soccer player. J. Stanley Marshall, former president of Florida State University and member of the Board of Governors for the State University System of Florida. Jerry W. Mitchell, investigative reporter and recipient of a Genius Grant from the MacArthur Foundation. Sarah Hudson Pierce, author, publisher, and journalist. David J. Porter, Texas Railroad Commissioner. Ty Powell, professional football player. Willie Robertson, star of NAMP's Duck Dynasty as well as CEO of Duck Commander. Corey Robertson, star of NAMP's Duck Dynasty and wife of Willie Robertson. Preacher Rowe, Major League Baseball pitcher. Edward Granville Sewell, American mathematician and professor at University of Texas, El Paso. Rubel Shelley, writer, minister, professor, and former president of Rochester College. W. Stephen Smith, voice teacher and author, Northwestern University professor of voice and opera. Farrell Till, activist and editor of the Skeptical Review.